In this session, we're going to take a look at the built-in media library in WordPress. The media library is extraordinarily flexible and powerful, and so there are a lot of things to cover. So let's get started. Here in the admin menu is Media, and then there's the library. Right now I don't have anything in there. The media library can hold just about any kind of media: PDFs, images, video, music, whatever. How that media gets used is entirely up to you, and to a certain extent up to your theme. Right now I have none, so let's put up an image. Here on this page, I can either drag files right into this window, or I can click Select Files, and it'll open up a browser to find files on my hard drive. I'm going to drag one in there. And here you can see it's already been uploaded. Right above, you'll note that it says Maximum Upload File Size 30 megabytes. That's set by my host. WordPress will obey any limitations set by the host. If you run your own server, you can set it as high as you like. If you're on a shared hosting server like DreamHost or something, then you're stuck with whatever they say. If I click Edit right here, it brings up the image like this. I can give it a title. This is a photo I took off the side of a tractor at the old engine show. Over on the right, you can see some information, like when it was uploaded, the URL of the image itself, the file name, type, size, and dimensions. Down below, you can put in a caption, alternative text, and give it a description. If you click Edit Image, you get an interface like this one. Now, to a certain extent, these options rely on some things being installed on your server, and if it doesn't have them, then it can't do it. For example, the crop tool doesn't work for me because I don't have the crop tool available on my server. However, I could rotate it, I could flip it vertically or horizontally, and then we have undo and redo. I could also crop it and only apply my settings to certain sizes. I'm going to cancel this edit and click Update. Then I'm going to close this window. And here we are back at this one. So now let's look at the library again. And here we see the image. If we hover over it, we can edit, which is what we just saw. We can delete permanently, or we can view. Here's the author, where it was uploaded to or attached. We haven't attached it to any post or page or anything. So right now it is unattached. It's possible to have comments on images. Right now there are none. And then it shows when it was uploaded. Here you see we can search. Let's take a look at what screen options we have. Author, uploaded to, comments and date, they're all checked, and we can set how many we can see at a time. Over here, we can see only images or only unattached, and our bulk actions are limited to delete permanently, so you can delete a number of images. So now we have an image in our library. So what? Now what do we do? Well, let's edit a page. We'll edit Topher's page, and right here is an Add Media button. That button is also there on posts and allows us to access the media library from here. Right now we're looking at the media library. We have the option to look at media only uploaded to this page, or only images, or only audio, or only video. We have a search option, and if our image were not here, we could click over to Upload Files and upload one from here. I'm going to choose this one, and now over on the right you can see details about the image, the title, a caption, alt text, description, and we can choose whether to align it left, center, right, or none. What we want to link to, either the media file directly, the attachment page, some custom URL over on the internet somewhere, or none. I'm going to choose none, and we can choose a size. Now when you upload an image, WordPress automatically creates multiple sizes of it. It creates a thumbnail at 150 by 150, medium at 300 by 225, and full size at 1024 by 768. It also creates a large, which is 1024 by 768. Full size would normally be the original image. This particular image was only 1024 by 768, so large was cut out of this menu. Then we'll click Insert into Page, and there it is. If we flip over to the text page, you can see it's a regular old image tag. Now if we click on it, we have some options. We could delete it, we could go back to the edit page, or we can simply resize it. Now that's not really resizing the image. It's merely telling the HTML to lie about how big it is. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a little blurrier now because I stretched it. I don't want that, so I'm going to just delete it. And now, instead of using this image, I'm going to go to Upload Files, and I'm going to drag over a picture of Mr. Brian Urlacher. I'm not even sure why I have a picture of him, but there he is. Now his image is 718 by 900. You'll note there's an Edit Image link here. That opens this up, just like on the other image. Now at the bottom here, you can see it says One Selected, Clear. If you hold Control in Windows and Linux, or Command on a Mac, you can select more than one and insert into page. And now we have two images there. Using that method, you can insert a number of images. If you really wish to do that, though, I recommend you use a gallery, which we'll look at in another session. So now I'm going to update this post, and now let's go back and look at the media library. There's Brian Urlacher and the tractor, and you can see that they're now both attached to that page. That attachment can be used by themes and plugins, but it isn't always. In some themes, it doesn't matter that there's an attachment there at all. It's merely available in case somebody wants to use it. Now, as I mentioned, you can put other kinds of media into the media library. Let's put up some music. There, I just uploaded an MP3. Now, if I click Edit, similar to an image, I could give it a title, a caption, and description. I can also play it right within the editor here. Over on the right is some information that now includes length and bitrate. The description here was automatically pulled from the MP3's metadata. Let's try putting it in a page and see how that works. I'm going to remove these images for now. We'll go to Add Media, choose this MP3, and we can choose to embed a media player or simply link to the media file or attachment page. I'm going to embed media player. It creates this thing, which is called a shortcode. It has square brackets, then the word audio, MP3 equals, and then the location. We'll update this, and then we'll go and look at the page. And there we have a media player. It's not terribly beautiful as media players go, but you can adjust the design with CSS, and many themes will make it look completely different from this. As you can see, the media library is very flexible and very powerful. It can manage just about anything you want to upload. You probably want to keep an eye on how much stuff you have in there, because your host probably has a limit on file size. And if you were to upload your entire family DVD collection, it could get pretty ugly. So be careful with that. Other than that, have a good time with it.